In this segment of Leray and Douglas, we're gonna talk about our love story.
We're gonna talk about how we met.
Okay, well, there's two sides to every story, of course.
There's three sides.
There's three?
Yeah.
What's the third side?
One person's side, the other person's side, and then what happened.
Oh, the story, how we met. It was one August after. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna start it like that. He's not having it. Okay, so it was in August of 2015.
Yep.
15. And you know, freshman, I really wanted to go back home. And my friend was like, no, let's go out. I was like, there is nothing on campus. Y'all know how it is. It be desolate at nighttime. Well,
And it was the weekend, so everybody was going home.
We walked around, then we ended up going to the Flame. For those of you who don't know what the Flame is, we have a Flame at Lee, and it like never goes out.
It goes out.
Yes, it does, all the time. But
It's supposed to never go out.
Yeah. But so there's like this flame, and it's like in the middle of
It's
campus,
a
like
water
a fountain
with a fire.
Yeah. And so we went there, and like me and my friend Lindsay, we're always singing. Like I sing everywhere I go. Went there, and we were singing, and then a couple other girls because everyone at Lee could basically sing, were starting to sing with us. And then all of a sudden, I saw this guy right here. I saw him like walk up with some other friends, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, there's a black guy. Like literally, that's what I is, and he's cute. And then he started singing, and I was like, yeah, he can sing. Good. So that was my take on it. After everything was said and done, everyone started like going their separate ways. Like everyone was going off, and then like my friend Lizzie, she was like, well, I'm gonna go back to my room. I was like, don't leave me. Like, please don't leave me by myself. And sure enough, she did. She left me, and I was so nervous. I was like, I don't know this kid. Why is she leaving me? Like, he walked me back to my dorm, and then like that's when we had like this little talk, and it was about like the stars, because when you look up, you know, everyone knows what the Big Dipper is, right? Okay, yes, everyone knows what the Big Dipper is.
It's a constellation.
A constellation. It's a constellation. But Douglas here doesn't see it as the Big Dipper. He sees it as a kite.
No, it's not that I don't see it as the Big Dipper. The kite is the Big Dipper to me. The pattern that's supposed to be a pot, I see a kite. That's the Big Dipper.
Yes. So I was like, no. I was trying to show him like in the sky. I was like, no, it's like right there. He was like, the kite. I was like, no, it's not a kite. And I was like, okay, that's annoying. And so like that was like the conversation in between time. And like I was like, I don't think he's gonna ask me for my number. So I was like, I feel like that's where this is going. So I was like, hey, you said you wanted to send me some songs. He was like, oh yeah, I did say that I was gonna send you some songs. And I was like, yeah, you should give me your number. There you go, lady, shoot your shot. That's how you do it right there. You get it yourself.
She thought she was being slick. I knew what was going on.
I thought I was being slick. But so yeah, we exchanged numbers. Not as in relationship wise, we were just friends, because I didn't even know he liked me for a while. Like I was like, and I tried to ask this girl, because he was like really good friends with her, and I was like, does he like me or not? Like I was like, I really need to know. I was like, I really need to know, because I think I like him, but I don't wanna, like, I'm not saying it until I know. It was the worst like couple months, because I was just like, I don't know if this guy likes me or not. And then I like tried to push my feelings down. I was like, okay, you know what, I don't like him, whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna dwell on it. And then like you were taking pictures with Kingdom players, and I like saw you, like I was coming out of Chick-fil-A, and I had my little Chick-fil-A or whatever, and I saw him taking pictures, and I was like, I like him. I like him so much, but I was like, I can't tell him. So I just left it alone. Even though I knew I really liked you, I was just like, I'm not gonna say. I got a lot in between time. Like I said, we were friends, so we hung out a lot. We went to the music building a lot. We sang together a lot. Oh my goodness, I remember calling my mama about him a lot. I was like, Mom, there's this guy, and she was like, a guy? I was like, yeah, like he's really sweet. I was like, he opens the door for me, like no one does that. She was like, wow. I was like, yeah. Like even the first night we met, I was like, there's something different about this guy. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, I really don't know. And I just remember gushing about him to everyone. I still do gush about him. Everyone knows, but it's okay. But anyways, I remember the day when I told him I liked him. I literally told him first. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait any longer, because somebody told me that he liked me, but also somebody told me that like he thought I wasn't interested anymore. And so that next day, like I got that call, and she was like, Douglas does like you, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, because I was going to give up. And I was like, I got to tell him tomorrow. So I was so determined to tell him that day. And it was going into a weekend, I remember. And so like, I knew exactly where he's gonna be. That sounds creepy, I know. And so, lo and behold, I get there and I'm like, hey, and like I can see his face like light up when he saw me. I was like, oh, he is happy to see me. And like, what? And so, so I'm like, we gotta give each other a hug. And I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. He's like, okay, what's up? And I was like, I'm kind of rambling. And so I just kind of like word vomited that I liked him. And he was like,
That's a very romantic way to put it.
word vomit. I did, and I was like, I like you. Like literally, I said it just like that. I didn't make it cute or anything. It just like that. And
You want me to take over now?
and look where we are. Yeah, go ahead. You tell your side of the story. That was my kind of side. I freaked out after that. He told me he liked me back. I was like, oh my god.
Beginning of both of our first years in the league. And I went for walks frequently. That's how I clear my head. So, like any other night, I went for a walk. And I was heading past the cafeteria, heading towards the Flame. I saw a bunch of people singing. And then I was like, someone over there sounds really nice. So I walked over. And I was able to figure out that it was Leray. And I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. Going back a little while, my friend at the time, he wasn't my roommate yet, but he would become my roommate in the second semester, Billy. What's up, Billy? We had talked about, what we wanted from the year at school as a whole. Just, had discussions about what we wanted to accomplish, and he was talking about relationships. I was like, I don't really want to be in a relationship my first year, simply because I want to focus on schoolwork. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to stick with that. I said my first semester. I was probably going to stick with that. And he was like, cool. So, flash forward to this night again. We met and we talked, sang all of that. We said goodbye, and I got back to my dorm room. And then I went across the hall to Billy's dorm. I was like, Billy, I think I'm going to change my room. He was like, no, you're not. I was like, no, I'm not. So yeah, that was that. The next day, we saw each other again, which is weird because I'd never seen her before that night. Occasionally, I'd be in the cab, we would eat lunch, me, her, and Lindsay. We would go to the rec, to the racquetball courts, and sing in there because the acoustics are great. The acoustics are wonderful. But yeah, but I think I realized pretty early on that she liked me, simply because. And I remember the exact moment too. I was walking past the cafeteria, and I looked over, and I saw 5 women staring at me from the window, and she was pointing at me, and she saw me look, and she was like, and then the rest of them just kept staring. So I was like, okay, it's probably something there. Yeah. So that kept going on. We would hang out and whatever, go to the music building like she said. And that day when she said, hey, I like you, I was like, yeah, I know. And she was like, okay. I was like, cool. I'm not interested in doing anything relationship wise this semester. And she was like, that's fine. I was like, okay, cool. So then, we let it sat on it, and the semester ended, and then second semester came, and I think a couple weeks in we just started dating.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks. January 19th.
Yeah.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
The moral of the story is, he pursued me. Like, a lot of women they're like, well, when is God gonna send my? I wasn't expecting it. Like, you really do not expect it. I went into my freshman year like, I'm gonna be alone forever. I mean, that's literally what I thought. But I wasn't looking for anyone at the time either. I was just kind of like, whatever.
Just say something real quick. Also, people who are thinking like that, going into their freshman year of college, thinking I'm going to be alone forever when you barely lived life yet. That's kind of ridiculous. Go on.
He right. But I really thought that. I was like, man, whatever. I don't even care. And God was like, "Hi, you thought," and just bloop, like dropped him in my life. So yes, let him pursue you. Don't chase no man. If he want you, he'll come after you. Obviously, it happened, So he'll let you know. He will let you know. I mean, a real man knows what he wants. A little boy will play around with your heart. Be like, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. No, man. A man will be like, hey, I know what I want. I know where this is going. And he will chase you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't even know what pursuing and all that stuff was till I met him. So, I mean, I guess, like, everyone's always asking me. They're like, where can I find a Douglas? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't find him. He found me. So, he'll come.
In God's time.
In God's timing. Yes. We needed each other in that season of our life, and God ordained it for us to be together and put us together like this. Because there's no way. There's too many things. You can only hear our story about how we got to lead. That's a story for another time. Have any advice for the men or women out there?
Stay away from yellow snow. Don't have citrus and dairy at the same time.
Douglas.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Oh my God, stop. Real advice.
That's very real.
No.
Those things are dangerous. I'd say, just, reiterating what's already been said. A lot of the time we try and force things to happen on our time, on our schedule. And, it's okay to have ambition. It's okay to plan out specific parts of your life. But, you also have to have room for error and contingency plans. If you're going to be that type of planner, you have to know that everything isn't going to go exactly how you want it to go, and be able to adjust in those moments. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I know while I did eventually stick to my plan of not, being in a relationship my first semester, I did have to adjust my thinking. I did have to adjust the way I went about things after myself and Leray met, simply because I knew that this was something worth pursuing, and I knew that it was something I wanted. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, I think that's it, guys. But thanks for watching again. I hope you really got something out of this. I know we're really silly, and so it can be really hard to actually concentrate on what we're actually saying. All right. Yes.
All right. Bye.
I need to adjust my seat. I got a ton of space. I got 64 years. I just wanted to say 64. Anyway, 2 versions because. Oh no. Jesus, we give you the praise. Emmanuel. That's got to go. That whole segment right there. Done. Okay. So, like I said before y'all took a tumble, not as in relationship wise. Wow, my earring just fell out. Ignore that.
Jesus,
Awful.
help me. I can't find my phone.
Stop it. But that's gonna get cut out. But you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, back to y'all. And like I said again, let the guy do the work. Don't go chasing a
What's happening
man.
right now?
Don't
What's
go
going on right now?
chasing him.
What are you doing?
Don't chase him. Let him pursue you.
What is that?
No, I'm gonna cut that
You gonna cut it out?
out.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut
Make
it
sure.
out. It wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was that bad.
But we had something special.